Tips on colon wellness and gout health. Well, I have two more. Colon wellness and gout health. First, let's talk about the colon. Your colon is a tube. Starts in your mouth, goes down to your stomach, then to your duodenum, where's the only place that digestion takes place, goes to your small intestine, and then it goes to your large intestine, your ascending, your transverse, your descending, and your sigmoid out your anus. When people say that they have a problem with their colon health, the colon health is in the lower part of the digestive system. I'm going to fuse the last two together. We're going to talk about food combining and colon health. Your body has laws. If you break them, you will be immediately punished. So if you don't understand the laws, such as you are not allowed to drink and eat at the same time. If you decide to drink and eat at the same time, the body says, oh, you broke a law. You drank and you ate some healthy, let's see, you ate give me something healthy, like okra, and you had a nice salad. We're not going to break down the salad. We only going to digest the liquid, which is the easiest. So then you start to get gas and you start to get griping because you broke a law. Okay. The law was what? You cannot drink and eat at the same time. That's the upper part of the digestion. Okay. Because you have to, when you put food in your mouth, you have to chew 45 to 65 times to get that food ready and set up for digestion with the hydrochloric acid that's in your oral cavity. Then it goes into your stomach, where your stomach takes the shell off from around the food. But wait a minute, you broke the law. You decided to eat a protein, which could have been fish, it could have been chicken, it could have been, beef, and you decided to eat it with rice or noodles or potatoes. And the body says, you can't put a protein and a carbohydrate together. Because remember, I only digest one thing at a time. I'm either going to digest the protein, the carbohydrate, or the fat. That's all I'm going to do. So when you decided to have fettuccine alfredo or steak and potatoes and whatever else it is that you eat, if it's a carbohydrate and a protein, the body cannot break both of those down at the time. So what's the body going to break down? I said, I'm going to break down the carbohydrate because it's the easiest. So then the meat goes to the colon and it rots. And you start having gas and you start killing everybody around you when you start letting it loose. Smell like somebody done died. And God forbid if you eat meat every day, because you sending off some bombs more than likely. So what are good things that you can do for your colon health after you've combined your food correctly? Protein only combined with vegetables. Carbohydrates only combined with vegetables. You cannot drink and eat at the same time. You need 15% protein, 15% raw fat, and 70% green leafy carbohydrates. What does that mean? It means that you can have like a couscous, you can have a rice, what do you call it? Like cabbage, that's a rice or whatever. You can have carbs, okay? But it only can be like 10%. The rest of it needs to be your broccolis, your cabbages, green leafy carbohydrates. That's how the body's put together. And not only do you have to have it in that ratio, you need to make sure that you put them together the way they need to be. And make sure you also have 15% raw fat in your diet. What is a raw fat? A raw fat is avocados, raw nuts and seeds, raw nut butters, etc., etc. That is what the body needs to stabilize the energy. So we know about food combining. We know that you can't drink and eat at the same time. Now we need to talk about what do you need to be putting in your body on a daily basis so that you can make sure that that fecal matter inside of your intestines is like slime. So that when your body has peristalsis moving the fecal matter through your body and through your intestines, you don't have like You know how some people get constipated? They're like, oh, wow, they hold down here. They're like, my stomach hurt. Your stomach's not there. Your stomach is up here, okay? So when somebody's holding down there, it means they having a boo-boo problem. It means they full of something. So what you need to have is flaxseed meal, okra pods. There's so many things that will help you have good colon health, and you need to make sure you're drinking plenty of water. If you eat once a day, you should be having one bowel movement a day. If you eat 3 times a day, you should be having 3 bowel movements a day. Does it happen to all of us? No. But I say at the very least, make sure you're having at least one bowel movement. And the last part of what the question, I'm sorry, my phone keeps on going off. Gout health. Do we know what gout is? Gout is called gouty arthritis. Gouty arthritis is when you have inflammation floating through your blood. Okay. A lot of people get gout when they eat a lot of acidic foods. What things are acidic? They can't eat a lot of tomatoes or spicy foods. They can't drink alcohol. These things, they're already inflamed. So it wasn't the tomato that did it. It was the fact that their body was already acidic because of the food choices they made, because most of your meats, your meat, your chicken, all that stuff is acid. White potatoes, white rice, they're acid. And we didn't even know, but chickpeas, spinach, these are acid foods. And it's not that you can't have them, it's that you're only supposed to have 20% acid and 80% alkaline foods inside your diet in a day. So when you have an imbalance of what you have ingested, that's when you start to get things like gouty arthritis. So we have a joint and arthritis formula that has a plethora of things in there. It has boswell and a lot of things to get rid of the inflammation. I don't want to be a prescriber. It's just saying, take this. Just be more conscious of what you're putting in your mouth and the effects that it's having on your body. And if you'd like to learn more, I would be more than excited to teach you to be a holistic practitioner so that you can not only know what to eat, but you can look at people and tell what's wrong with them. You can also take a urine test, a multi-stick 10SG test. You can take somebody's urine test and you can tell what's going on inside their body. The blood pressure numbers mean something. If you take somebody's blood pressure, you can tell them what organs are not functioning inside their body and what they need to bring them to a balance. We have to start being our own doctors again. We have to be more self-aware of how our bodies work. And also you have remedies. Remedies is just not the one thing that we need to do. Your food is your remedy. Your food. Like I say, you can take all the supplements you want to, and you can't juice forever. You can't juice forever. It's a good thing, but we need to understand how to incorporate food and in the time that we should be doing it to keep the body healthy. So if there's any questions out there or anybody wants a reading of any sort, just let me know. Brother Rojo, I'm going to roll you back in.